The truth hurts sometimes, and this video is going to be quite vulnerable, but definitely eye-opening for a lot of you who are watching this and you are in a business partnership. This knowledge is coming from someone who started plenty of businesses with different partners from all walks of life and has acquired quite a bit of knowledge on what to do and what not to do, from literally learn from my own pain and tears. And so what I want to do in this video is share with you why you probably shouldn't start your agency with a business partner. And you want to stay till the end of this video because I'm going to share with you what you should be doing instead. So the first thing that you want to keep in mind when it comes to an agency is that the reason why it doesn't lend itself well to a partnership is simply because when a business partner makes sense is because they come in and they bring something to the table. The thing about an agency is not like a tech startup or a SaaS company where you have the traditional CEO that is more kind of like the managerial, vision focused kind of guy. And then you have the CTO who's more of the techie guy who actually builds the tech, right? And who builds the product. And so for those type of businesses, a partnership makes sense because you're each bringing different skills and different knowledge to the table, right? One person is very, maybe extroverted, knows how to manage people, knows how to get people motivated and believe in the vision, right? And the other person is not super motivated, it's not super extroverted, but they know how to create incredible tech, they know how to create an incredible product. And so that's when a business partnership makes sense in those specific type of businesses. However, with a social media marketing agency, and one of the reasons why I love this business model is because it's pretty damn simple. All we're doing is we're offering a marketing service to businesses in a specific niche. Let's use Facebook ads as an example. Even if the person is a great media buyer, right, or a Facebook ads expert, and that person has been doing it for 10 years, they shouldn't be taking 50% of the business, right? They shouldn't be taking 50% of the business because the value that they bring to the table, you could literally outsource that to a contractor and pay them a fixed fee per client per month, right? And you take 100% ownership of the business without having to give 50% equity to someone who comes in as the paid ads expert. Their skill set, their expertise is not worth 50% of the business. Why? Because their leverage isn't 50% of the business, especially when you can outsource the service to a media buyer. And so what you should do instead is retain 100% ownership of the company and then delegate the media buying or whatever other facet of the business this business partner was going to come in and bring in 50% value of the business. Just go ahead and delegate that to a contractor who has experience in that field and who won't take 50% of your company. And so that's a little rant on business partnerships coming from a person who actually started my agency with a business partner. And still friends to this day, but I regret that decision because again, there wasn't anything that we were bringing to the table that would grant 50% ownership of that company, right? I found that I could play the CEO game on my own, retain 100% ownership of that company, and anything that my business partner was doing, I could just delegate that to a contractor and not have to give up 50% of my company, consult every single decision and every single action that I had to take with my business partner, go back and forth, and all this, communication cost of having to speak to your business partner every single day for absolutely no reason, especially because you could actually make those decisions on your own. But I think one of the reasons that a lot of people are tied to the idea of a business partner is simply because it's quite comfortable, especially as a first business. You don't want to bear the responsibility of potentially failing alone. However, when you understand that failure is just not an option, right? And that failure is only given up, and that if you have the right guidance and you are actually driven to execute and you're actually driven to not give up, you're never going to fail, right? And so when you actually get rid of that limiting belief and you escape the comfort of, if you fail, and this is two of us, and you realize that it's much better to die on your own sword, then you actually, feel so much freedom, right? When you go at it alone, especially for an agency business model. If you are starting a SaaS company, if you are starting a tech company, it is actually better to have a business partner. A lot of investors actually look at if there's a CEO and a CTO and how many founders are there, and that is positive, right? But for an agency, it is not needed. In my opinion and in my experience, it actually holds you back and it slows you down. I see so many business partners, taking 3-4 months to decide on what program to invest into and what they should do next and all this stuff, right? Just going back and forth and talking about things, just mentally masturbating themselves. Apologies for the language here, but mentally masturbating themselves into not doing anything with their agency and to just feeling good about themselves. And they may talk about their lofty goals and lofty ambitions, but they never actually get to do the work. And so I feel like it's actually much better and it propels you forward and it motivates you even further when you are the only one responsible for your own success. And so that is that for this video. If you enjoyed it, if this brought you a little bit of clarity on whether you should have a business partner for your agency and whether you should actively look for one, go go ahead and drop a massive thumbs up on the video. And if you want to check out more videos from myself and the whole School of Ecom team, we're going live on my free Facebook community pretty much every single day, dropping massive value bombs at no cost to you. All you have to do is go ahead and apply for the community. We're keeping it tight, we're keeping it high quality, and so you're gonna have to fill in a bunch of questions, and if you're a good fit, we'll let you in. With that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.